Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Chloe here, and we are on what I think is going to be the last episode of Beacon Pines. So we snuck in, we're breaking out Beck's mom, and Rolo is also a giant man, a strange, giant, scary man. Malice 80 proof whiskey. Hard drink for a hard man. Wow, even his alcohol is arrogant. Should just smother you right now. What's that? I said I shouldn't bother you right now. Don't be silly, you're no bother at all. Let's see what else this bad boy has on it. Security system, time card logs, payroll. You know, for being so evil, this guy sure is boring.
Muttered under his breath.
Just you wait. Huh? Oh, nothing.
Luca tugged on each of the...
Dang, this must be the good stuff. They're all locked. Perhaps he's not as careless as you suspected. Looks like the founder was helping Kerr plan the festival. Why would such a secretive leader be obsessed with a party? Only time will tell. Still warm. He must have been in here recently. Huh. Is that it? No comment about the darts on the sun? Okay. What say you, little man? I'm really sorry you got dragged into this mess. You didn't worry about me. Well, I feel bad either way. We're gonna get you out of this, I promise.
A smile crawled across Solomon's face. They heard the trampling of frantic footsteps from the hallway.
Lock it, lock it, lock it! That was close. When we left Nellie's office, it was swarming with clipboards. We barely got away. Did they follow you? Oh shit. Rolo, before we start tossing blame around, is it possible someone ordered a pizza? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Definitely not pizza. What now? Don't look at me. I'm officially retiring from the heisting business. Just let me think. Can someone watch the door? Of course. Everyone else huddle up. Oops! I think this little caper has gone on long enough. Solomon, no! Hush now, child. The adults are speaking. Dr. Modwell, a brief reintroduction is in order. We've never met in person, but we have corresponded. You see, it was I who hired you. Solomon, the pathetic orphan child, the powerful and enigmatic founder, Sharper, the fallen progenitor who created this town. Perennial harvest, Valentine fertilizer, all connected by a single thread. Yours truly. But that's...
Her eyes searched the floor in thought. Solomon watched eagerly, waiting for the flicker of it. With a sickened look, she peered into his soul.
Ha! Yes, now you've got it. Tempest Liquimine! You've discovered how to reverse the process!
With genuine delight.
You slow clapping son of a bitch. Very good, Dr. Modwell, very good. Although the discovery wasn't intentional.
Glanced down, examining his youthful form.
And the effects went a little too far for my tastes. That's why you needed me to finish Dr. Prescott's work, which you did admirably. Mr. Kerr, the vial, please.
Presented it with a theatrical twirl.
May I present to you the eighth wonder of the...
Rolo snatched the vial from Kerr's palm.
Wow, this stuff sounds pretty valuable. Be careful, you fool. You've no idea what you have in your hand. Actually, we do. You did a whole evil villain monologue thingy about it.
Tossed the vial to Luca.
Gosh, maybe I'll have a taste.
The vial mockingly.
Seize him! Luca! Over here! Move another inch and I smash it.
Behind her back. Solomon sighed, speaking in crisp, measured syllables.
You have no plan. I'll smash it, I swear. Fine. Risk killing us all. Or, if you're lucky, nothing happens. Then what? We capture you and grant you much less leniency.
He pursed his lips with feigned sincerity.
But I give you my word. If you hand it over now, none of you will be harmed.
Deep uncertainty washed over Beck.
You're a smart girl, Beck. But there's no shame in being outwitted by someone smarter than you. We both know there is only one way
She
that this
looked to Nellie
ends.
shakily. With a dispirited nod, Nellie sighed in defeat. Beck slowly approached Solomon.
That's a good girl. Beck, don't do it! We can't trust that jerk. I'm sorry, he's right.
Apprehension, Beck conceded. Solomon pocketed the vial and brushed off his shoulder with a sharp flick.
Shit. Mr. Kerr, you've allowed yourself to be humiliated by a group of children. Report to my office tomorrow for performance review.
From Kerr's.
Of course, sir. But first, you have a speech to make. Trot out there and give them the introduction that I deserve. And don't forget to smile. Yes, sir. And to think all of this is thanks to the efforts of Mr. Van Horn. I don't understand. How is this all because of me? Ha! I said Mr. Van Horn, silly child. Dr. Walt Van Horn. Your father was always a thorn in my side. I offered him an opportunity to be part of something great, but the fool was blinded by righteousness. He even broke into my laboratory in an attempt to sabotage my work.
Head with gratification.
But the universe has a funny way of correcting course. By meddling with a force he didn't understand, Walt showed me its true potential. As fate would have it, Luca, your father's dying act was to grant me eternal life.
Applause resonated faintly through the walls.
Well, that's my cue. After the festivities and my subsequent ascension, I will return to deal with you all. Until then, I suggest you use this time to reflect on the magnitude of your failure. You three keep post outside the door. Well, crap.
Nellie was staring at the floor.
Sorry, Luca. Give me a minute to calm my mind. Okay. We're only just going to be brutally murdered. I can't believe Beck sold us out like that. I'm not sure she had any other choice. So what now? What's the plan? I don't have one. Of course you do. You always have a plan. Rollo, you just need more time. Rollo, it's over. We lost. Hey. I'm sorry, Luca. I did what I had to do. I know, it's just, we were so close. Got a feeling that eventually Solomon will get what's coming to him. Time wounds all heals. Heals all wounds? Well, time seems like less of an issue for him now. Luca, there's something you should know. After Mr. Kerr locked me in that office, I had nothing but time and curiosity, and I poked around a bit, hoping to find a means of escape, but I found something else. A note hidden in a false drawer. What sort of note? Dr. Prescott must have sensed his time at Perennial Harvest was growing short, so he left behind a letter with the hope that it would be found by a successor. It was a confession of sorts. He left it for me, but its contents, look, I think they were meant for you. Why? What did it say? It was about an incident with your mother. Dr. Prescott found her in his lab with a stolen key card. There was an accident. She had been exposed to extreme amounts of Tempest liquamine.
Dropped from Luca's face.
Did she... She survived. Dr. Prescott decided to help her recover. He's no longer trusted Perennial Harvest, so he kept her whereabouts a secret. Over time, your mother led him to reconsider the purpose of scientific discovery. Science is often at the vanguard of change, but that doesn't mean it's always right. He realized that no one should have control over something as powerful as time itself, and I now believe that that's why he began to intentionally sabotage his own work. And it cost him his life. That's a reasonable conclusion.
Was overwhelmed with emotion.
But if she's alive, where's she been? Where's she now?
A sudden explosion sounded from the hall.
Oof. Mommy.
Chapter come up.
Mommy. She's coming.
Dust and smoke, she looked over. She'd had to beg, borrow, and steal to acquire those explosives. How many nights had she spent visualizing how she'd use? And now, her one shot at destroying the source, that damned hole that swallowed so much of her life, traded for this jagged hole in a wall and a foolhardy shot at rescuing Roland. With Fratelli and Tolliver at her side, she stepped. It was a strange feeling. The last time she'd stalked this maze of hallways, it was in a different body. They quickly rounded a corner to find a group of clipboards guarding a door. Something worth guarding is probably something worth seeing. She leapt forward, brandishing her. If her last chance at vengeance for things lost was truly gone, she would just have to fight to keep what she still...
Damn, girl. are you doing here? Luca, what are you doing here? We're here to save Nellie. We're here to save Rolo. Hey, Mrs. Lucas Gran. That's awful nice of you, but I'm fine. Oh no, what did they... Gran, there's no time to explain. We have to go now. Come on, everyone. We got a party to crash.
They made their way out from deep within Perennial Harvest, just as Solomon finished.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
A glass vial from his pocket.
We've got to stop
In one
him.
smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
No! Well, I guess that's it. We lost. I wouldn't be so sure about that.
With a mischievous look, Beck elbowed Luca. Remember when I had the vial behind my back?
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little...
I
Nah.
might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little malice.
Malice? The whiskey from his office? Yep, dude had an unfinished glass on his desk. Figured his grow juice could use a little hair of a dog. You can all call me Sharper
His body
Valentine.
and face began to contort and expand.
So funny, the little animation here. Now that's what I call 80 proof whiskey. Damn, dude.
The crowd gazed in stunned silence at the now
Oh
empty
my god,
stage.
we just killed a child.
The
I mean, he's
chorus
not a
was
child,
William
but
Curtis
it's
running
weird.
off
It's a
stage
little
and into the distance.
morally
He was
gray.
never seen around Beacon Pines or anywhere else for that matter again. Watching the silhouette of Kerr disappear over the horizon, Luca began to laugh. First, a low chuckle that became uncontrolled, heaving laughter. Through his tears, he was vaguely aware that the crowd had begun to laugh with him. The end. That was perhaps a bit of... I'm only writing...
The little junk.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little junk.
Can't wait to see the look on his face when he realizes he drank his own cigar ash. How did ashes get into the vial? It was pretty easy to mess with the vial when it was behind my back. Oh, that's sneaky. Well, it's a bad habit anyways. Pa always says bad habits are like 50-yard field goals. Huh? Hard to kick. You can all call me Sharper
His body
Valentine.
and face.
Oh my god. Oh my god, we just Thanos'd him out of existence. Well, that's one way to kick a bad habit.
As
Hilarious.
the last of what was Sharper Valentine, his end would be a new chance. Well, if that feels to you like a good...
Nah, let's do it. We came this far. Change.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little change.
Like, pocket change? Your unlucky penny. Yeah, I dropped it in the vial when no one was looking. What's that gonna do? No idea. That's the beauty of science. Now we observe. You can all call me Sharper
His body and
Valentine. Holy crap, he's a baby? Yeah, but he's still Sharper, right? What he was no longer matters. This is an innocent child. I apologize for all the harm my father has
Eris
caused you.
awkwardly cradled the squirming child. She looked to her brother, her voice shaking with uncertainty.
Augustus, what do we... We do what Valentines always do. What must be done. I'll hurry home and prepare a crib for father. Young Sharper. That would be a great help,
She
thank
looked
you.
back down at the infant with equal parts kindness and terror in her eyes. With a shake of her head, Eris addressed the crowd with a stern scowl.
Okay, everyone, the show is over. You may leave now.
Epilogue. Beacon Pines' coldest summer on record came and went without much fanfare. Folks shared what they had, and none were left wanting. The new school year was ushered in by the falling leaves of autumn. After everything Luca, Rollo, and Beck had been through, Middle school was bearable. The chill of
Oh my
winter
god, they're
didn't
in
seem
middle
to bother people
school.
much.
My little heart and
It
soul.
kindled a hope for a better future in their hearts. When spring arrived, farmers
Stories
planted their crops with a sense of
about
joy
middle
and
schoolers or
optimism.
geared towards middle schoolers are always the best. They just are. I don't know. Like, does this game remind anybody of the movie Monster House that used to play and play and play all the time, like on Cartoon Network when we were kids? Oh my god, Monster House was so funny. I really need to re-see that. This is the time. At the time I'm recording this, it's still October. It's just before Halloween. It's the 17th. So. Oh my gosh. Monster House. That's kind of what this reminds me of. Just like the camaraderie between the friends, the humor and the horror, and like how that all blends together. It's really cool.
And as the dawn of the first day of summer came again, its light slowly spread through the shallow valley. It crept over the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, and came to rest on a young boy sleeping at dawn, his mind at peace, knowing he is here for a reason.
Well, he looks still the same. So he's an 8th grader now. Oh. Rolo, are you up yet? Roger that. It's a beautiful day at Mission Control. You gonna swing by? Be there in a minute. Ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Over time, Eleanor began moving Walt's old things out of the closet and into storage. Eleanor had moved back into her bedroom, and now that she wasn't sneaking out late, she even slept there most nights.
Cute. Mom, I'm going somewhere. Mommy. Oh no, she's gonna make me do chores. God damn it, Mommy. Mommy. Mom, I'm ready to go now. You go on without me. I'll meet you there. I've got a batch of jam to finish jarring. It's funny, I only started making jam as a way to send messages without anyone noticing, but now I enjoy it. Okay, goodbye. I love you, Mommy. His dad's headstone is gone and was probably moved back to the old town. Oh, that's so sad. I hear you and Rolo have big plans for that little treehouse. Yeah, it started getting crowded after we revoked max capacity, one Rolo, one Luca rule, so we decided to expand. But at least we got some help with that. How's the internship at Nellie and Alona's shop going? It's been great. I'm hoping it gets me into the School of Agriculture up in state. Also, Nellie said she'd write me a letter of recommendation, which would be huge. I just can't help but worry about leaving Rolo. He's grown up so fast, but he's still my little brother. Yeah, he had a heck of a growth spurt. I don't just mean grown, literally. This morning he was up and finished his chores before I even had breakfast. Well, some of that might be excitement about the treehouse renovations. Don't tell him this, because it'll go to his head. But I'm really proud of that little punk. I'm sure he feels the same way, but he's just too dang proud to tell you. I know. Cute. Augustus! Hey Gus, how's the tree planting going? Couldn't be better. I'm so grateful to Alona and Nellie for letting me help. I just wasn't built to be a mayor. Too much bureaucracy. Gus, we finished cleaning up the sidewalks. What's
Perennial
next?
harvest collapsed. Most of the clipboards skipped town, but some stuck around and dedicated themselves to making things right.
Anyone with a knack for art can help me paint the new offices. You can count on us. I never really felt comfortable telling people what to do. Now this right here, this is something I can be proud of. Good for you, Gus. Oh, we're zooming in really close now. Cool. I don't think it did that last time. How's the nap been this morning? The most underrated part of a good nap is the view, and the view's getting greener. Nice. Slow and dirty harvest. I see you decided on a name. Yeah, we had to clear out all the old stuff before putting on the final touch. Slow and Dirty Harvest is now official. I like it. It was actually Nellie's idea. There's still a ton of work to do, but the name serves as a reminder. Just because progress is important doesn't mean that change should happen fast. In fact, I've learned that the more you care about something, well, the more important it is to take things slow. Our motto is, go slow and fix things. Amen to that. That's actually a really cool message. Not just like, oh, I better not dilly-dally, gotta get to the... But I want to see Iggy. But I want to see my boy. My rotten soldier. Okay, can I please, for the love of God, get a final thing? Can I get a final scene with my father? Can I get some closure with my father? I can't, god damn it. Daddy. Daddy. Daddy, I want closure. Daddy, I want closure. No, Daddy. Daddy, I want closure. It feels so weird to say. Okay, this just feels like the weirdest, most random-ass minigame. I get it. Any game that has a fishing minigame is great, but it feels like there should be a payoff there that I'm just not getting. Luca, get this. I managed to reel in an actual fish this morning. Seriously? Yeah, and honest to goodness, flip-flopping, swim-swamming fish. I don't think I've ever caught an actual fish here. Been at least 7 years since I caught one. I'd say it's a good omen. What do you do with the fish? Well, we released it back into the pond. I'm hoping to catch it again tomorrow. Is that healthy for the fish? A little higher. Yup. A little lower. Yup. Little higher. Yup. I'm telling you, the angle isn't the issue. We need more power to the radio. Luca, there you are. Will you mind telling him that it's not the angle? Hey, I'm not in charge of antenna redesign. Fine, fine. Iggy, just don't do anything drastic until we get back. Who, me? Tish, you're in charge while I'm gone. Yup. They'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. If we really want Mission Control to turn into something bigger and better, we have to loosen our grip a bit. You're right. Lead the way. We gotta go find back my rotten soldier. My sweet cheese. How does that go? Oh, he's still a baby? Young Mr. Van Horn. How's little Solomon Sharper doing? Young Sharper seems to enjoy nature more than I, so we do a lot of strolling these days. Has he, attempted to crawl out of his crib and plot world domination? Yeah. Thankfully, no. I spoke at length with Dr. Modewell, and she feels that Sharper's infant mind was not developed enough to retain his previous memories. For all intents and purposes, this child is unmolded clay. Let's hope he's a little nicer the second time around. That is the objective, yes. But really all I can do is try and hope. Two activities I'm endeavoring to find less distasteful. I think you're doing a great job, and the whole town is ready to help out wherever we can. I can't wait to teach him to throw a baseball.
Ignore the tears welling in her eyes.
That would be acceptable. Aw, sweet lady. Wait a minute. Luca, do you want a biscotti? On the house. Officially a person that cares. Change is a good thing. After everything that could have gone wrong, everything that did go wrong, we made it.
Closing
The
her
end.
eyes, Miss Hatch took a deep, relaxing breath.
Girl, you've been reading this book for 2 years. Hello, Luca. How are you? Really good, actually. That's wonderful. Did I miss anything? I think you're pretty much up to speed. What's today's news that needs knowing? I'll give you tomorrow's headline today. Our old friend Patrick C. Montesquieu, aka William Kerr, just performed a stirring rendition of The Iceman Cometh at State Correctional Facility. Heard there wasn't a dry eye in the house. Well, I guess he has plenty of time to work on his craft. Hey, girly. I'm glad you swung by. More follow-up questions for your story? Nope, I got everything I need. Thanks again for that. I sent a draft of the story to the reporter in Capital City, and they offered me an internship. Of course they did. You're an amazing reporter. I don't know about all that. The story about a phony corporation that picked up an entire town of people and moved them to cover up a massive illegal mine shaft full of incredibly hazardous chemicals sort of writes itself if you think about it. Just don't forget us when you become a fancy big city reporter. Capital City isn't that far away. I'm gonna have to come back from time to time to check in and see what sort of new trouble you've gotten yourself into. Sorry to disappoint, but my adventuring days are over. We both know that that's not true. What makes you say that? Call it a reporter's intuition. Oh, hey, dude. Okay, you're just vibing.
Mrs. Fratelli glowed.
Is that your suitcase? That is 2 weeks of unencumbered tranquility. Excuse me? 2 weeks of sand margaritas and forgotten obligations.
Mrs. Fratelli sighed with a zen-like calm.
Just as soon as the lunch rush ends, I'll be a feather on the wind. You're going on vacation? For the first time in years. I've got you and your mom to thank. Why's that? She didn't tell you yet. You two are gonna fill in for me at the diner while I'm gone. Just like old times. Oh, okay. God, I guess I'm now committed to a job that I did not. Thanks, Mom. Appreciate it. Mom doesn't do anything all day. Why am I committed? It's summer. Okay, it's fine. Hey, girly. Hey, Luca, can you tell Roxy I'll be free in an hour? Sure thing. My dad's making me stock the shelves for the summer. He says it builds character. I think he meant to say it builds calluses. Builds character. Yeah, it builds something all right. Luca, can I interest you in a delicious apple? No thanks, just saying hello. And the history museum's gone, so now that's back to just being a park. I love this town. I love this town. What's up? Okay, hey kids, what are we doing?
School year,
Did you know that when they covered at the source, they found a new species? Yeah, they're studying it in the labs. Do you know that Beacon Pines is now the smallest town in the county? Close to the population before perennial harvest moved in. Can't believe it's over. Yeah, the town's really starting to turn a new leaf. Town, I was talking about Hakatomic. I just finished last issue. How was it? It's great as always. Hank finally returned to Earth, but I just feel weird now. Weird can be cool. It means you're ready for something new. Any suggestions? You could ask Miss Hash about what she's always reading. She seems to really enjoy it. I'll do that. Girly. Hey, girly.
Luca peeked over Piper's shoulder. Laid stealthily inside a large volume of mathematics was the first issue of Hank Atomic.
Piper, are you reading Hank Atomic? Do you mind not telling anyone? I've kind of got a reputation to uphold. Oh, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Just about every kid in town reads Hank Atomic. Honestly, I'm excited for you. What a gift to start over fresh. To experience it again for the first time. I guess that's the downside of finishing something nice. At least now I can enjoy it again through you. Promise to tell me about it as you go? Sure thing. Oh my god, how did I fill up 30 minutes of this episode? Oh my god. Hey, Mr. Nuncreed. I'm gonna go see my dad in a bit. Did you want to come with? Even after everything I did, you'd still...
shook his head.
You really are your father's son, aren't you? I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Well, you're always invited. I bet he'd love to hear from you. I'll visit Waddle to my own time. You run along now. What is he doing? What are you doing with these children?
With perennial harvest gone, the transportation tubes were left unused.
Jeff's wild ride. Come one, come all. No one is too big and no one is too small for Jeff's wild ride. Just one piece of candy for the ride of your life. Who's next? Those poor children. What's up, kiddo? Oh. The bugs are coming back to Beacon Pines. But let's see, what else is going on around here? Nothing? See, it's weird that the map kind of ends even though it looks like that there's a path that goes around there. The bees are back because you can hear them. That's cool. Beck, we're here, girl. What's up, girl? What's up with you, girl? I have news I think you'll enjoy. This morning I unpacked my last box. It's been a year, sweet pea. What do you mean? You're officially moved in. It's just a box. Let's not pull this out of proportion. It sounds an awful lot like putting down roots. I guess I figured this place is root-worthy. You're gonna be stuck with me for the foreseeable future. I do have to warn you, most years aren't gonna be as interesting as this one. I think I'll manage. Ready? Before we go, there's a bit of a surprise. Okay. Girl, what? My mom's prepared this tree especially for you. They didn't have to do that. Wasn't just them. Just about the whole town pitched in. We all owe you. Should do okay in the cold of old Beacon Pines and thrive as things warm up. That's perfect. Wait, can we go in? No? Okay, let's go. I mean, I can't talk to Iggy, so I guess we've explored everything that we could. Wish that there was like a mini level or like a secret game or a secret way that you could get into the Sharper Valentine mansion. Jeff, we're ready. Ah, you got it. Now that's a good looking tree. Bring a special occasion, whatnot, this ride's on the house. You want to hang on tight to that little tree.
I think this is it. The end I've been waiting for. Honestly,
She's
I
crying. Don't
began
cry,
to
girl.
lose hope of ever finding it. But then
Remember
you
when I was
came
deeply
along.
suspicious of her? She's
I
sweet.
don't know exactly how to thank you. It's hard to explain how much this means to me. It's funny, now that our time together is finally ending. I'm at a loss for words.
Sometimes the best things to say are to say nothing at all.
Let's just watch the end together.
Done. Good little tree. The best little tree. Thank you, children. This means a lot. Yeah, thanks for everything. Shucks, I only did what my super awesome best buddy would have done. We should probably give you some time alone now. You good? Yeah, I am. It's been a wild year. How are you feeling? Everyone keeps asking me that. I'm fine, really. Paz always says the only thing fitter than a fiddle is a cello, and I feel like a dang cello. I didn't mean it. Well, if you ever stop feeling like a cello, I'm here for you. I know. You don't even have to say it. You two make an awesome pair. God damn it. Okay. Excuse me? We're a trio now. Yep. Thanks. There's just one thing missing now that you're a part of our group. Missing? Let me tell you a little story about a man named Hank Atomic. Oh god. I won't be long. We'll be waiting for you back at the phone booth. I've found the perfect way to start our summer. You've got some good friends. I'm so proud of you. Your father would be so proud. I know. Mom, can I ask you a question? Do you ever dream about Dad? Not a night goes by that I don't. I'm okay. Coconut, it's a very emotional scene. You better not ruin it. Are you ever afraid that you're gonna forget what he looked like and forget his voice? I can't. Coconut. No, because so much of him lives on in you. He loved that old tree, but I know he would have loved this one more, because his two favorite people blended in. I'll give you two a moment. Coconut, what are you chewing on? Hey, Dad. Dr. Modwell says that over the next few years this place should warm up. So you won't have to be so cold for much longer. Oh my god, stop! I'm trying not to sob. I think I finally understand why you left that night. There were things that you believed in. Big things. Those beliefs were the things that made you, you. And if you hadn't stood up to Sharper, stood up for what you believed in, you wouldn't have been the same person anymore. You had to go. But that didn't mean you loved us any less. Oh my god. Stop! I'm begging this game to stop. I might not visit you as much as I used to. I know you understand. Wow. Oh, is the little candle going? Oh, well, that was an absolutely lovely story. What a lovely story. I just pulled at your heartstrings. It was a fun and enthralling adventure throughout. It had a really fantastic just mystery woven throughout. The whole concept of actually having the endings make a difference was really great. You know, that's not a new concept in games at all. We've done this hundreds of times on this channel. But being able to play a game that, like, the choices that you make take you in completely different trajectories that you absolutely cannot see coming. It's not like a Telltale game or like a visual novel where you come back to the same like events over and over again. It's decidedly not that, and honestly, this is how I wish some more games would go with like their choices and like their narrative design, is that we go in wildly different directions. Like you know, Iggy doesn't end up being disfigured in every single timeline. Neither does like not everyone survives every single timeline. Like in some timelines there's a nuclear explosion, and some timelines we see Sharper Valentine reveal himself, and other timelines like Luca is kidnapped and we just don't see how that shakes out. Well, Coconut, you know what? I'm almost ready. I know you're being very, very patient. But yeah, I mean, wow. What a game. Just fantastic art, good characters. I mean, like, this is a game that honestly, guys, if you haven't picked it up already, I would definitely pick it up in your own. I don't even think that I've gotten all the achievements. I can even like poke and say. Yeah, no, there's 2 achievements that I still have to unlock, which appears to be, goddammit, catch all the fish. Only 29% of players have that achievement. How do I catch all the fish? And also another one called Born in a Barn, which I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Yeah, so you can I am just beyond impressed. This is just a very good story. In terms of like what I thought that it could change, the whole sequences where they get into like the doppelganger and everything, those were, I think, a little bit weird, and a little bit abstract. And I'm not even sure if I necessarily understand them within the context of the story itself. It seems like they're saying that Luca's bad older self is kind of the same as Luca when he's young, or like they have the same. I don't know. I think I have to think on that one a little bit more. But I love how woven in this story, we also have just this tale of this boy trying to deal with all of this trauma and trying to deal with the loss of his father, and at the same time we've got a grieving mother that we don't even realize is a grieving mother. That's another thing that I really loved about this particular game. There's like layers and layers and layers of weird stuff that's going on in here. Things that you just are just so way out of left field that you don't even see it coming. Like that, I didn't really see it coming. It took me a long time to put together that Sharper Valentine was Solomon, and I only realized it until right before that they announced it. So there were some really nice twists in the game. What's going on? Are we just getting back to the title screen? What? Oh, look at that. So it'll let you still go back, and so like this is just how it is when you finish the game. Well, that's very cool. Now, in terms of like replayability, I don't know if there's like a lot of replayability with this game, because again, it's all one like linear. While there's wildly different trajectories, which is really great because it keeps you on your toes. It's all very still like much a linear pathway. But in all honesty, that still to me, makes this game worthy of like being in your library, because it's just such a fun ride. There's just so much to explore. There's just so many pretty things. I mean, what more? This game was literally everything that I could have asked for and then some more. This game definitely delivered on its promises. And my biggest regret is that I don't think I backed this game during its original Kickstarter. I think I missed the timeline at that earlier. So that does make me sad, but I would be so delighted to see another sequel to this game. I would be all for it. I would be so down. I'm ready to cry and laugh and scream and just be totally frustrated. And I would be so game to see it. So I just want to thank these developers because they put together a really excellent, excellent game. And I really hope that you do as well. I hope you guys think that this game was just as great as I think it is, and that you enjoyed the ride. And I just want to thank you all for sticking with me for this long. So if you like this video, please leave a like on this channel because it... If you like this video, please leave a like because it really does help the channel out. Also consider subscribing, and when you subscribe, you turn the notifications bell so you get updates on when I upload future episodes. Without further ado, thank you all so much for watching. Bye! I'd like to give a very special shout out and thanks to the following patrons: Deep Dive Dylan, D. Roberts, Brian White, Caleb Putnam, Robin Harper, Bob Conway, Cody Webb, and Maticus Sama. Thank you all so much.